Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job. It's an FA Cup day today. Nottingham Forest are taking on Southampton FC at the Emirates Stadium, and it's for a place in the latter stages of the venerable old trophy, the Emirates FA Cup itself. We have some news regarding signings. We confirmed the signings of our two goalkeepers earlier today. If we go to the game plan. Let's not go game plan. Let's go to negotiations and then into my team. You will see that Ramsdale and Meslier both now part of this squad, and in fact Meslier played in the last game against Leeds United, just to stick two fingers up at them. Speaking of which, let's take you to the highlights of those games right now. So a couple of really handy wins. 3-0 against Sheffield United is way more than I imagined we would get out of that game, but everything just felt like it was coming together when we played them. And then Leeds put up a much sterner test for us, but eventually Adam Hlosek able to get the goal that decided the tie and gave us all 3 points. We are now sitting top of the Premier League. We'll go to that in a second, but we do have one more bit of news regarding transfers, and that is the £22 million signing of G. Molino, a Colombian attacking midfielder who, more importantly, can play support striker. And I think, unfortunately, that does signal the end of Ioannis Hagi's Nottingham Forest career. He's done very well for us. He's still popped up every now and then with good performances. But if you compare the two of them, there is no comparison. Passing wise, Hagi is one of our better players, but if you look at Molino, he's on a whole different level. Low pass of 85, lofted pass of 80. He's also very good in the final third. Good finishing, good offensive awareness. He's quick, he's powerful. He's everything that you would want from an attacking midfielder cross centre forward. And not only can he play support striker, I think if we were at a stretch, and we have plenty of players that can play there, he could probably play at centre forward with no real trouble. However, attacking midfield and central midfield is probably his primary area. Attacking midfield and support striker are going to be his primary areas within this squad. He can play pretty much anywhere across the midfield, however. He's the finished article at 82. He's not going to get any better necessarily, but he's already worth £33 million with a release fee of 36. So I feel like it's a good bit of business for us. It's another good squad player to come in and push for first team places. Although, to be honest, with the form that Arcas is in at the moment, I don't think that he's going to be too hard pressed. Look at that as well. Arcas is now slipping down the order in terms of the better players by rating. We all know he is the player that makes our team tick, so I don't worry about him falling out of favour anytime soon. But he's actually now only he's about 7 from bottom, which makes him the 20th best player in our squad. We do now have a very bloated squad, 27 players in there. We'll be looking to get rid of Diego Lopez. I have put Hadji on the transfer list as well. And another signing that we're going to probably, not a signing, another transfer that we're probably going to make eventually is for Yuri Ribeiro to leave the club. He won't be leaving now because Teixeira will be his replacement. If we actually look at Teixeira and Ribeiro side by side, Teixeira's defensive attributes, 70 for defensive awareness, 69 ball winning. Those are the two most important, but also he's 186 centimetres tall. He's got pretty okay heading for a fullback at 71. Fullbacks aren't really known for their heading. And his jumping reach, well, 64. At his height, he should still be able to compete. Yuri Ribeiro, on the other hand, defensive awareness is slightly better, but only by 2. And 29 years old now, he's not going to get any better. In fact, he's on the decline. He served this club well, but I think his time with us is probably nearly up. And not for any fault of his own, really. It's just that Teixeira has finally come alive. Teixeira is a much better attacking prospect as well. His low pass needs a lot of work. That's something that we're going to do when he comes back into the club. We're going to concentrate on his training where it comes to defending and passing the ball, especially those low passes. He doesn't have any player skills. We'll look to develop him there as well. But again, going to Ribeiro, jumping wise 71. He's 178 centimetres, so he's much shorter. His heading is the same as Ribeiro. Basically, everywhere where you would want Teixeira to be better, he is either better or has the potential at 22 years old to get there. I think defensively, he's no worse than Ribeiro at the moment, and attacking wise, he does give us something which Ribeiro probably struggles to manage now to the greater degree. Also remember that Aït-Nouri is our number 1 left back, and if we take a quick look at him, you can see why, because everything is orange with a little bit of green for stamina as well, which makes him the perfect choice in a system where we have attacking fullbacks. So that's the basic plan at the moment. Is we're going to try and find new clubs for Diego Lopez, Hadji, and eventually Ribeiro once Teixeira comes back from loan. He's out at Cardiff at the moment. Yeah, Cardiff City at the moment. He'll be back at the end of the season. So at the beginning of next year, during the summer transfer window, we'll probably look to move Ribeiro on and thank him for what has been a really good career at Forest. He was our first choice left back for some time. Willems, of course, came in. He saw off Willems and remained at the club as a really solid choice, and he still is to this day a really solid choice at left back. He actually played against Leeds and acquitted himself very well indeed. So yeah, that's all of the squad building news for today. Now we can get straight into the game against Southampton in the FA Cup. We'll have a look at the squad and see what we need doing here. Well, Newball is not in the best of form, but fortunately for us, we now have 2 very good goalkeepers in reserve. I'm going to play Ramsdale in this one. I don't know why, probably because he hasn't had a chance yet. The rest of the team doesn't really need many changes, and we did actually rotate slightly last time with Sailmakers, and I think it was Ribeiro, coming in to the team. So I don't really want to make too many changes, but one thing I do want to have a look at is Tonali in a more advanced role. So we are going to throw Tonali in the place of Camavinga and see how he does today. Other than that, there's no real need to make any changes, so we won't. So as we just wait for the game to load up, just remind you that if you want to subscribe and drop a like on the video, if you enjoy it, then that would be more than welcome. And now the scene opens at the Emirates Stadium in the FA Cup. Teams walk out onto the pitch, and we're going to skip the rest of that and get into the good stuff, the football itself. So Oriol Busquets receives the ball from kickoff, moves it out wide right to Zayfuck, then Wilson takes control of it. We move it from right to left. Tonali gets his first touch of the game as well. Here he is again, moves it centrally for Busquets. That's a good pass from Busquets. Oh, Wilson's got round his man. That's a lovely job from Wilson, and he forces the goalkeeper into a save and wins us the first corner of the game. Good aggressive attacking play from Forest in the beginning. That's a lovely first touch by Wilson to take it out of the path of the defender and around him. Opened up the ability to take the shot. And look at how excited the goalkeeper is to have made a save. He must be one of those YTS kids. Wilson with the corner. Goalkeeper punches. Wilson will be first to the ball. Zayfuck gives it back to Wilson. Looks to cross it in. Arcas nearly gets the header on there. Here's Zayfuck again with the shot. It comes to Arcas and he's put it over. My goodness me. What an opportunity for Arcas. He's not known for his heading, although he has scored one with his head recently. But he really looks like he panicked there. It came off his shoulder a little bit. Didn't have much time to set himself. If that had been Adam Hlošek in that position, I fancy the ball would have ended up in the back of the net. And I probably would have given a guttural roar as it had happened as well. Right, here comes Southampton. They're looking dangerous. Djenepo beaten out by Wilson, who gets the ball to Zayfuck. And now we can start the counter-attack. Arcas down the right-hand side. That was a nice cross. Hernandez couldn't quite get to it. It was crossed into the box with some venom, and the momentum takes it out of play for a throw-in to Forest here. Here's Aït-Nouri. Busquets. Tonali into the middle. Couldn't quite get onto it. Oh, Busquets just has the ball taken off him a little bit there, but he does well enough to win back. Here's Hlošek into the middle. Hernandez underneath it. Looked to head it to his partner. Couldn't quite get there. Here's Busquets again. Arcas over the top. He's running onto it. Nobody's managed to get to the ball ahead of him. Nouri cross into the box. Back to Hlošek. And now Southampton get the ball away again. It really has been all Forest so far. Even when Southampton managed to break, it was quickly one off of them. They'll look to do better here. Tonali is giving Adrian something to think about. Errant pass forces the ball backwards to Lemina to pick up. And Tonali, well, I was trying to tackle there, but actually what ended up happening was it powered up the pass button and I was unable to super cancel in time, so it goes out for a throw-in. Lovely, lovely tackle. There's Tonali into Busquets, looking for an out ball. He finds Hernandez. Oh, Arcas is offside. That's a shame. Should have held on to the ball just for a second longer. I think the defender would have ended up catching up with Arcas and played him back onside. But again, we're looking the more dangerous of the two teams. As Bednarek restarts from the free kick. Salisu underneath it, of course playing against his former club today. He'll want to put in a good performance. Prove that it was the right decision to move to Forest. Of course, no one's really questioning that. He did win a title with them last year. Lemina heads it back. Here's Bengtsson. Salisu wins another header. He's been very good in the air so far today. Oh, Wilson's caught in possession. Fortunately, Busquets is there to tidy up. Adam Vlošek back out to Ait-Nouri, who's looking to try and get past Mohammadi. Just about manages it, gets the ball into the box, Hernandez a near post. And the goalkeeper bafflingly punches it out of play when it was already headed that way. Wilson with the corner, plays it in. Seyfark edge of the area, takes a shot. Busquets, oh, it was curling. I think it was slightly too high, but it was a good idea. He saw the goalkeeper to the extreme left of the goal and he thought, I might be able to beat him here. Didn't come off in the end, but it was a nice effort from a player who's getting more and more involved in the attack, despite the fact that he's primarily in the team as a defensive midfielder. Every time we buy a player with the idea of either complementing or replacing Oriol Busquets, he puts in performances which make him almost undroppable in that position. Most recently, of course, seeing off Tonali, who is now on the ball, plays it into Busquets. Wilson back to Busquets. Into Arcas, who manages to keep the ball in. Plays it back to Seyfark. Ball into the box, Hernandez, Vlošek. Tonali chasing after it. Back into the middle. Tonali. It may go out. No, I think Valeri's going to keep it in here. He does indeed. Only to put it out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. And again, Arcas just caught offside. Should have played it out wide to Seyfark instead. There we go. Forster restarts play from the free kick. Bengtsson to Mazzarella. Bengtsson again. Worrell gets it away. It will fall back to Bengtsson though. Lemina. Goes out of play, and there is the half-time whistle. Well, Nottingham Forest have made all the running so far, but they've got nothing to show for it. And we've seen this happen before. We should be very wary of a sting in the tail. Southampton have the ability to trouble us. They haven't done it yet. But they do have the ability to do so, and they're looking to prove that early on in this first half. Of Andros Townsend. Adams, oh, well, that's a gilt-edged opportunity for a player like Adams. He should at least be getting that header on target. Here's Ait-Nouri. Oh, Hernandez has just checked there, and that, to me, that feels like a foul. Townsend gets away with the ball. Tonali looking to win it. Upends another player in the process. He's going to give away a free kick here. Cute play by Southampton. The little back heel followed by the layoff by Adams. Lemina perhaps looking to deliver a free kick over the top here. Good save by Ramsdale. Can Salisu keep this in? He can. Can't get the ball out though. Nori misses the header completely. Salisu keeps it in. Arcas will carry it down the wing. Is he offside, Hernandez? I didn't think he was. Oh, it's very close. I wasn't even aiming for him. I was actually aiming for Adam Hlošek. But Hernandez can't help but get involved, and he gets himself given offside as a result. May have to change things soon. I'm thinking Nketiah on for Hernandez. That should be easy for Ramsdale, and it is. Nori wins the ball. He's got it in an attacking area now. Hernandez making a run. Nori coming inside to the penalty area, plays it to Tonali. It's 1-0, and Tonali on a start, a rare start in the first team for him, has got himself the opening goal. Brilliant bit of defensive play by Nori, who then turned it into an excellent piece of attacking play. Drove into the penalty area, laid it off for the incisive run of Tonali. And all he had to do was put his foot through it. And it's the outside of the boot as well, just to add a little bit of salt to the wound. And now Danny Ings, the dangerous hitman, comes on for Adrian. And perhaps now we have something else to worry about, because Danny Ings is an exceptionally good finisher. That only ever needs one chance to score. Hernandez tries to lay it off to Hlošek, can't quite manage it. Wilson gets a vital touch on the ball there, and Arcas has put the ball through to Hernandez. He might be away here. Oh, it's a good stop by the goalkeeper. Hlošek has the ball back though. Oh, he's put it behind Arcas when it would have been easier to put it on his foot. And now a counter-attack is on. Danny Ings bringing the ball forward. There's one man ahead of him. Salisu in a very advanced position for him, just trying to win the ball. And now Wilson has it. And this is real end-to-end stuff. The game is opening up here. Something tremendous. Wilson dribbles inside. He's opening up space for Arcas on the other side. Finds him. Puts it into the middle. Adam Hlošek, 2-0. Brilliant piece of attacking play by Nottingham Forest. They exploited the space. They pulled the defence apart. And with Southampton so committed to finding the equaliser, they had a 4-on-2 situation. And Adam Hlošek takes advantage. And now it's 2 goals from 2 midfielders for this Nottingham Forest team. And unless things go horrendously wrong, I think that's them through to the next round of the FA Cup. Benson, who I thought had a good game coming off for Smith. Should have made some changes now, actually. Let's throw Nketiah on for Hernandez and Pellegrini on for Arcas. And Wilson's had a good game, but he's tiring, so we'll throw... I want to put Saelmakers on, but I'm just thinking maybe Frimpong. Can Frimpong play midfield? Frimpong can play right midfield. I'm tempted to see what he can do there with that blistering pace of his. So we are going to experiment a little bit in this game. I don't think it's going to cost us anything. Hlošek. Oh, we've got loads of space here. Plays it out to Hernandez. Gets it back from Hernandez. Here's Tonali now. We're just playing with them. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't great from Tonali. He's got himself a goal today. Oh dear. Worrell just ran into trouble there, something awful. Ball's ping-ponging around like you wouldn't believe here. The ball's through to Danny Ings. Can Ramsdale get there? He can't. It's oh dear, oh dear. Well, I was worried about the finishing of Danny Ings. I was right to be worried about the finishing of Danny Ings. He's got himself a goal, and with 12 minutes to go, these transfers couldn't be worse, frankly. I thought at 2-0 we were comfortable. It's 2-1 now. And we could be in a little bit of trouble if we're not careful. They are still chasing another goal, so I'm not too concerned. I think there's going to be space to be exploited here. Pellegrini just runs himself into an alley that he can't get out of, a dead end, if you will. That ping-ponging of the ball in the centre of midfield really did end up costing us. We need to be better in possession. Oh my goodness me, just can't seem to string a couple of passes together at the moment. Oh, it's come through for Adams. It's an equaliser. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It was so comfortable. With 12 minutes left, we were 2-0 up. All we had to do was keep the ball. Why did I try to pass that out? I should have just taken control. I had space and time to turn and just clear the ball, but instead played it straight into the feet. Oh my goodness me, it's a great finish as well. And now, of course, Southampton can sit back a little bit. They're not going to, but they can do if they want. Hlošek, we need a third goal here. Hlošek looks the most likely to cause something to happen. Oh, flipping heck, what is that? What is that? And we're overcommitting at the other end now. This is the problem. And they've got so much energy that their tails are up here. I mean, what's that, Pellegrini? What is that? It should have been an easy victory, and instead we're going into extra time. I'm furious. I'm absolutely fucking furious at this. It's my own fault. It's my own fault for not being a little bit more centred in possession of the ball, but there we go. What can we do now? We've got a right back playing at attacking midfield. Nketiah. He can normally do something. Into Hlošek. Hlošek! Oh, it's a great save. It's a brilliant save by the Southampton keeper. Hlošek picks up this loose ball. Can he find something? It's awful. Absolutely awful. Valeri with a long ball forward, looking for Danny Ings. Only manages to find Pellegrini. That is not the ball that I wanted to play. I wanted to play it to Frimpong. Why has it ended up coming to him instead? It's through to Eddie Nketiah. Now Pellegrini, he's got a chance to win it here. And he may well have done. It's a third goal for Nottingham Forest. The much maligned Italian striker has got himself another one in the FA Cup. He seems to come alive in this competition. But be under no illusions, that was all thanks to a great pass from Eddie Nketiah. Now, can we hold on to the lead again? Do we concede a third goal? I have no idea. But this really is, I mean, for the neutral, this is a fantastic game of football. Oh, Eddie. I tried switching it to the left when I should have just played the more natural ball to the right-hand side. They've got men over. This could be a third goal for Southampton. It very nearly was. No, let it run. Let it run. There we go. Half-time. It's 3-2. Can we hang on to it this time? Do we get an extra substitution in extra time? No, we don't. We should do. I'll try anyway. No, we don't. Defensively, I'm going to move Frimpong to right back because we need him there. Everybody is looking absolutely spent. I'm going to change it to possession game as well, because we don't need people knackering themselves out even more by making runs that aren't necessary at 3-2. Of course, that depends on us being able to defend the lead, which I'm not 100% convinced about at the moment. Here's Loschek. He is absolutely spent, but he's still running. He's still trying. Bless him. Here's Pellegrini. Pellegrini! Oh, what a shot! What a goal! Unbelievable techers. It absolutely arrowed in. And look at the strength of Adam Loschek holding up the much bigger Pellegrini. Benefit of the target man, he drops deep. Look at that for a finish. Goodness gracious me. Dare I say, there's a bit of a party atmosphere here now. The Forest fans are starting to be able to relax once more. They have conceded 2 goals earlier on in this match within short order, so I wouldn't be surprised if they conceded another 2. Here's Worrell, header from Adams, but he was never scoring from there. I want to try and get a hat-trick for Pellegrini again. Every time he plays in the FA Cup, he gets a hat-trick. That's a good ball into Tonali, and it goes back to Aït-Nouri. Loschek. Say fuck. Takes a shot. Oh, nearly puts it in. Goodness me. Here's Pellegrini. Oh, he's taken out on the edge of the area. That's an awful, awful tackle. And he's been given for offside. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? How on earth have you given that for offside when it wasn't even an intelligible pass? I didn't pass the ball. He's been given offside because the ball went his direction afterwards. Oh my God. Seriously, Konami, sort out the refereeing AI. It's absolutely atrocious. Frimpong wins the header. Pellegrini's got the legs on a few of these players. He's dribbling inside. He's still coming. He tries to fit. He finds it. Oh my goodness me. He shifts the ball onto his left foot and he gets himself his hat-trick. What a finish that is from Pellegrini. From such a narrow angle. The naturally right-footed player shifting the ball at the last second onto his left. And then somehow finding the bottom corner of the net. And it's 5-2. And what is it about FA Cup matches that brings this team alive? Well, what a goal. An individual goal of some brilliance from Pellegrini. And just when you thought he was out of favour, he does something like that. Goodness gracious me. Well, don't fault Southampton at all. They did very, very well to come back into it, even if it was mostly my fault. A goal from Ings and then from Adams, both in the space of, what, about 7 minutes. Pellegrini's got himself another hat-trick ball. He's got himself another hat-trick FA Cup ball. What a game of football that was. And I've gone from being absolutely furious to absolutely ecstatic with the performance, especially during extra time. Wow. Worrell getting a 4.5. I mean, I don't know if he was necessarily that bad. But goodness, what a game that is. 5-2 after extra time, and we're into the next round of the FA Cup. where we will play. Who are we going to play? Where am I? There I am. I'm going to be playing Brighton and Hove Albion in the FA Cup quarter-finals, with the potential of a semi-final against either Everton or Chelsea. Ooh, well, that's going to be something to see. Can we finally win an FA Cup? I'll have to wait and find out, because we've got more games between now and then. Until next time, that's going to do it. Let's have a quick look. Maybe we have a bid for one of our players. No, it's scouting. Never mind. Okay, yep. So that is going to do it for another episode of The Forest Job. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did in the end. If you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I wouldn't want you to miss more matches like that. Goodness gracious me, what a game! See you next time. Bye bye.